Hi, this is Josh from Shamma Sandals, and I want to tell you about my favorite toe sock on the market right now, and it's probably going to be that way for a long time unless somebody comes up with something really cool. So my favorite toe sock is from this company called Exoskin, and one of the things that I really like about them that drew me to them right away was that this is an American company. American made, American manufactured. They source their materials here in the United States. They do everything here in the States. Even their packaging is like really high quality, and it's made here in the United States, which I'm so happy to find companies like that, because I want to support, you know, my friends, my family, our neighbors, you know, our supply chains, all that kind of stuff here. And so that's really important to me, and it's important to Shamma Sandals as well. So not only is it made here in the United States, it's like everything you'd expect. It's super high quality. And so what I've got here is the 1/4-inch crew sock, and I'll show you why. They've got a couple different lengths and a few different colors, but the ones that are my favorite are these the quarter crew socks. And so the quarter crew sock, this is it right here. This is one with like the red accents. And actually I want to talk about the materials. So this is kind of the trickiest, wonkiest part of the sock, but it's basically, I think they use a nylon yarn, and then they add a PTFE, and they add copper. They add copper to it as well. So they add these two, the PTFE and the copper, to the nylon. And what they get is this thread, the yarns that they make the socks from, have really good water, like moisture wicking capabilities. They're antimicrobial, and they're just really comfortable, really high performance, and they don't really abrade the skin very much. So they're really you're not going to get as many hot spots and things like that wearing these sandals. So they're really good for those reasons, and it makes just an awesome product. So then, as far as the sock itself goes, there's a lot of features built into this sock, and the way I want to think about this is anything where you have a lot of features built into a product, at the end result is something that just has a next level quality feel to it, and that's what these have. So that starts off, you know, using the special threads and yarns. They've got a self-adjusting cuff at the top, so like, you know, you should expect. The thing about the cuff is it's nice and sturdy. It stays in its place. It keeps its shape. I've had these things for probably 5 or 6 months now, maybe longer, and they've held up really well, and they stay put. So the cuff is doing its job, and it feels nice and thick, and there's no edges that are really going to cause any rubbing. Then you'll see they've got a lot of this like channeling built in. It's not just for looks, although it's cool with the green and all that. It's going to add airflow. It's going to give a little structure to this portion of the sock. And then as you work your way down the sock, they've managed to put venting just about everywhere you could imagine. So like on the front of your ankle, there's venting. They've got some ventilation patterns on the top of the foot, right over the top of the middle of the foot. And then finally, they've even added little vents in between each of the toes. So these like interdigital vents. So like anywhere where they could possibly add ventilation, they've done that on this sock, which is really cool. And then the toes themselves are great. They're really comfortable. They fit really well around your toes, and they stay put. So I've had a lot of different toe socks from one manufacturer in particular that I won't name, and they usually do pretty well, but there's some slipping and stuff like that. I really haven't had a lot of slipping. I kind of have longish toes, definitely like probably to the medium long end of the range, and so they seem to fit my toes pretty well, even though they're on the longer side. And so I think they're going to fit a really good range of people. So anyways, what I want to do now is just go ahead and put the socks on, and you can see how they fit. And yeah, let's take a look at them. Okay, so I'm gonna put my socks on just to show you how I do this. Now, I've been putting toe socks on for probably 10 years now, and I wear them with my sandals. I'll also wear them in the winter with like boots and other minimalist footwear. But what I like to do is I start by just putting my foot in about halfway, and then I'll pull the sock to where the toes are pretty close to each toe, and then it's gonna seem like a hassle, but it just takes a second. Then I'll pull each toe on like that, work it around each toe. There you go. And then you can just pull it on like normal. If you try and put it all on at once, it's just gonna be a mess. So let me show you right here. You can see a little better right now while the sock is on my foot. So these green lines here, after it's all stretched out, you can see there is ventilation in here all around the foot, or I'm sorry, around the ankle. And it also, there's a little structure there too. So it's got a nice, it fits very nicely. They also add some structure under the midsole of the sock, and it's supposed to give you a little arch support or whatever. I'm not one that really wants or needs arch support. It's not gonna like lift your arch up or stop it from moving, but it is a nice sturdy, it gives it a nice sturdy feeling. And as you notice, again, I got pretty long toes, and the sock is forming around my toe really well. So the better it forms here, if it forms around there, it's not just gonna like pop off. And so when I wear these things, they tend to stay put. All right, so now I'm gonna put the other sock on real quick. One of the great things about toe socks and minimalist footwear is that a regular sock is gonna pull all around your foot, and that little bit of pressure might not seem like much, but the more you realize, it's actually encouraging your foot to cup a little bit. It's pulling against your foot, and anything that's keeping your foot from like just relaxing and splaying naturally is actually changing your mechanics, and you don't want that. So here is one of the ways I would use the sandals in the winter. If I want to go running, which I do all the time, and as you can see, my sandals are dirty. Sometimes when it gets really cold, a little bit of something on your feet will break up that winter chill and make them feel so good. And the great thing is you can wear these socks with the sandals. And you know, when it starts hitting like 40 degrees, 30 degrees, stuff like that, you can still hit the trail and feel really comfortable in these. And they look great in the sandals, and they feel great. So it's very comfortable. And some people might even just like that, to have that one layer of protection in between them and the straps. Maybe it's more comfortable for them. But anyways, Exoskin makes a really cool product. You know, instantly they became my favorite, and the fact that they're made in the United States, sourced in the United States, is just like even better for me. So I really love them. I recommend them all the time. And then the finished product is just a great product. I think the only negatives here that I would give, because I feel like I want to give the most accurate, my honest opinion. One thing I would say about these aren't like super thick socks. These are definitely like a 3-season sock, so spring, summer, and fall. Hopefully Exoskin has some plans for, say, like a really thick, tall, I think they might even have something like that for the winter. I'd love something like that. And I'd also like just a pure black one, pure black. So those are two things I would like. But other than that, these are just awesome, an awesome product, and they're gonna go great with your sandals or any other minimalist footwear you have. So that's my take on the Exoskin Quarter Crew toe sock. I hope you liked it. Happy trails. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more weekly content. And make sure to click the bell so that you'll be notified every time we post something new.